Star Report. I am your host, Star. Welcome to the show. It is Monday evening, folks, and Roland Martin got ran down on at the DNC. In case you don't know, Sunday, okay, the Democratic National Convention is in Chicago, and he got pressed. He didn't want to smoke. If you saw the video, it's all over X, formerly known as Twitter. Jamal Green. And I now know of Jamal Green, but let me just say, with the little bit of knowledge that I gathered about their X exchange, I'm siding with Jamal Green. You old niggas can't be out here talking crazy, calling people names on social media, and then, you can be confronted. I don't want to say touched, because this young man, I say young man respectfully, he was very courteous, I'll say that. According to information, it says he's a Black Lives Matter activist. Okay, he's from Chicago. I'm on his X page. He's got a beautiful family, beautiful wife, three young boys. It says father, real estate broker, serial investor, philanthropist, a little political, doing my part to make a better world. Okay. So this is the guy who, Roland Martin, somehow they were going back and forth with regards to Kamala Harris and her new policy rollout, which I've already said is trash. And, we may or may not come back to that. But somehow Roland called this guy an idiot. Now, I'm just going to give you a couple of the X responses from Jamal Green. He says the only idiot is you, but we're going to see who's the idiot on Sunday when I see you. What you're not going to comprehend, immigrant families can get, and then it goes on and on. And then he says, Chicago, when you get eyes on at Roland Martin this week for DNC, let me know where he gonna be. I need to make sure we discuss his verbiage in person. So he just said, he wants to discuss things. He didn't say, I'm going to chain check you, but he did at Roland Martin. So you can see the video footage. In case you have not, just go to X and type in Roland Martin, confronted, DNC, and it pops right up, okay? So, the name calling it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And I myself, once in a blue moon, I will go back and forth with somebody if it's a healthy discussion. But once you start calling names, I delete comments. I back out, because, it's not about me worrying about you. I know I crash out. I'll just say that my history, my track record, I try not to be that hot-headed person. I don't always necessarily, want to try to prove anything, but I know myself. So rather than crash out, rather than get into a whole bunch of, just war of words, I don't partake. I mean, I know I could have much more Instagram, X followers. I just don't feel the need to do all that extra stuff. Roland Martin, a well-respected journalist. I don't care for his politics, but I did meet him at the Black Caucus. I think it was 2014 or 15. I forget. He was hosting a panel. I was on the panel with other people. Very respectful to me. I was respectful to him. But, again, calling people names on X, younger people, and he's lucky, if you ask me, paws were not put on him. Now, there was some female who, an older female, she got in between them, and Roland was, he was looking scared. He was looking scared. So that's where it ended. I did not see anything else, but that's what we're discussing tonight, all right? And I've got more X posts from Jamal Green. Yeah, the DNC is popping. It's lit. Guys, good evening in the live chat. Salute to Dana with the data. That's my girl. We spoke this morning before she was heading out to get her mani and pedi, and I said, Dana, when Beyonce hits the stage at the DNC, don't you destroy that plaque I gave you. I gave her a Beyonce platinum plaque, and she started laughing. Guys, can you keep me posted if and when Beyonce hits the stage for the DNC in Chicago? I'm saying yes, she will. She already gave the Harris campaign permission to use her song. I think it's Freedom from the Lemonade album. I think she's going to show up. Messy, messy, messy. Also, guys, my homie, my old associate, alleged cousin, Gilly. Salute to Gilly. He's got skills. He's a southpaw. He just won his third MVP award. Now, I need someone to break this down. The most high, if you're out there, Florida Boy J, left hand, anybody. Does this have to do with the big three? Because he was cooking the professor. You guys remember the professor? Gilly was cooking this nigga. He's white, but I'm going to say nigga. The Big Three, founded in 2017. I didn't know that Clyde Drexler is the commissioner. They've got 12 teams, okay? Was this in conjunction with the Big Three? Either way, I would like to at least, put that on the table. Gilly wins his third Celebrity Game MVP. And then also a little bit later, we're going to talk about Nicki Minaj, who won her lawsuit. I'm going to, well, she did win it technically, but she settled with blogger Nosy Ho. Nosy Ho has supported this machine. She is also called in. She does good content, but, she was doing too much, and she was calling Nicki all sorts of names, which I'm not going to repeat, and alluding to, conduct that she did not see. She had no proof, no knowledge. And I want to take the time to talk to you guys about that again this evening. If you are a content creator, saying allegedly is not going to save you. You have to be careful. If you are, saying something by way of malice or reckless disregard of the truth, you could be asking for, hold on a second, a problem. Roland Martin got pressed. And guys, look, Roland, very smart man, formerly of TV One, CNN. He was also he was the news, was it the analyst for the Tom Joyner morning show? Guys, isn't Roland Martin's family from Haiti? Is he from Haiti? I'm pretty sure he is. I forget. Now's not the time to be trying to, call foundational Black American names if this guy, Jamal Green, is that. Okay, but this all took place at the Democratic National Convention. Started today through the 22nd. Let me just see something. Notable speakers, Joe Biden. They're going to let Joe Biden speak? Oh, God. I'm going to watch some of the highlights tomorrow, and not tonight. Bill Clinton's going to speak. Hillary Clinton, Maxwell Frost, Barack Obama, Michelle Obama. Area code 720. Good evening. Are you there? It's Monday night, late night. Hey.
Thank you so much for taking my call. I appreciate it. I'm going to make it really quick. I know you got a lot of callers. But I did want to say I did see the video where Roland Martin did get pulled up. The dude pulled up on him.
Loved it.
On one side, it's like, damn, it's another brother pulling up on another brother in Chicago. But then it's like, hey, man, you say something crazy online, people don't think people are really going to pull up on them, when they talk disrespectful like that. So, I think it was warranted. I just feel like, I'm like, damn, they had to do it, at the Democratic convention. You know what I mean? He couldn't have done it nowhere else. So,
well, hang on a second. Stay with me. I'm in no rush. Let's take that, one brother pulling up on another brother nonsense off the table. Roland Martin called this man an idiot. I don't know his background, but this man appears to be educated. He's got a business. He's a realtor. He's got a family, so he didn't pull up to punch Roland in his mouth, And I have no problem with him doing this at the DNC. I really don't. I have no problem. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. Generationalgreen.com. That's one of his platforms. Jamal Green. Do you know this guy at all?
I was not familiar with him actually until he just went viral from pulling up on Roland. So honestly, I think that just made him lit, to be honest. I think he's like, hey, I can get some numbers. Let me just pull up on him, on the most, prevalent, the most critical election of our history right now. And, you know, in Chicago, with him being an activist already in his city, and, you know, there being some turmoil between the Democrats now and before and who they're voting for currently, you know, I think he's like, hey, I'm going to get some clout. I want to get some numbers up. You know, let me pull up on this man and kind of see what he's about. And roly-poly Roland, you know, he rolled up. He wasn't.
If I can jump in, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but everybody's not cloud chasing. I think this guy, again, a family man. He's got a business. He's an investor. You know, maybe he's just passionate. You know, the DNC is in his hometown, Chicago. Maybe he just wanted to check Roland's temperature. Maybe he wasn't worried about numbers. You know, that's that whole, like, you know, goofy, if you will, hip hop, the yo, got to get these numbers up. Some people are passionate, and I would say this guy's passionate. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you could look at it either way.
Yeah.
I think, you know, ultimately it was good for him. Even if it was bad publicity, good publicity, it was good for him no matter what. So he blew up on that one. And just to finish it all off, I just want to say congratulations to Gilly. You know, he got his third. He do be hooping out there. It's not like he's a
break this down.
You know,
hang on. Break I'm not up to speed. Gilly's my guy. We got decades of history. But what was this? Was this some type of big three tournament? What is this? Third MVP.
So
come on.
Yeah, so I'm not 100% with it. I just saw that you had it in your title.
Okay.
So I'm like, just off of looking at it, I'm like, I don't want to hate. You know, he got his third. You know, congratulations. And he must be. You know, I've seen some clips of him balling. You know, he plays. He's not. You know, he's not trying to go out there and lose.
He's got skills.
He's giving it his effort. You know, he wants to win. So
did you see the professor try and push the ball through Gilly's legs, and then Gilly turned around and grabbed it, took it from him? Did you see that?
No, he did. When did he do that? When did that happen?
It happened in the highlights, sir, the highlight reel.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't see that one, man.
Okay,
but, you know, I've seen him do a lot of other things. So, but altogether, man, Star, you have a great show tonight, man. I just want to call in and give you some love.
Thank you, sir. Streets got no love. Area code 347 is at the Most High. It's happening Monday night. The Most High. Yes, no, maybe? The Most High, you there, sir?
Star, peace.
Peace. How are you, man? Good to hear from you.
Everything good, everything good. I'm gonna just chime in real quick on that Big Three celebrity game.
I did not see the game. I just saw the highlights, and I want to give Gilly his props. He's got skills. Can you tell us what this tournament is about, and how many points that he scored, or what made him become the MVP for the third time, please?
Well, this is the third annual Big Three celebrity game. So this is 3 years in a row. Ice Cube coached his team. Clyde Drexler, as you said, who's the commissioner, he coached the opposing team. And Ice Cube and Gilly have won 3 years in a row already. So that speaks volumes in terms of how good Gilly is. And just to add on, Gilly's been working with this guy called Lethal Shooter. He's one of the top shooting coaches in the pros and what have you.
Okay.
Drake has gone. A lot of celebrities have went to go to him to get his expertise to help improve their game and their shooting ability or what have you. So Gilly's also one of his students, and it definitely shows. One of the best highlights that they had from the game was him going between the legs on the professor.
Right.
He hit Professor with a sham guard,
right?
Then went behind the back and hit a jumper in his grill. So
loved it. Loved it.
Listen, that's not easy to do. Professor obviously is world renowned. Yeah. He played college ball. He was one of the best and one players when he was in his prime. He still plays overseas. He still plays tournament ball. Right. So he's still sharp. So for Gilly to do that with such ease it speaks to the fact that he balls for real. So I'm gonna definitely give him props as a sports fan and somebody who's played ball growing up. I'm definitely gonna give him props for being official with the pill. Okay. So I definitely got to give him some respect for that. But other than that, he was cooking everybody low key. If you want to be honest, like in terms of asserting himself and showing that he can ball, he was doing a little bit of everything. He was hitting that jumper. He was hitting the three. I'm not with all the extra super wild antics and all that, but that's Gilly being Gilly.
Yeah.
But in terms of putting the ball in the basket, he definitely was efficient and proficient. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Okay. If there's a link to highlight reel that has more footage, maybe you can send that to me. I would like to see more of that.
I got you.
Particular game.
I got you. Even Wallow was getting some buckets out there.
Okay. I've never seen him play, but I've seen Gilly, do his thing. Question, because since watching that video highlight reel, I then went back and refollowed Ball is Life on social media. You know that platform, Ball is Life?
Of course.
Yeah.
Very familiar.
Yeah. And then I saw this old video from March of 2022. Reggie Jackson was breaking Russell Westbrook's ankles. You know what I'm talking about?
So let's be clear. Is black Reggie Jackson, right? Dark-skinned Reggie Jackson that just won a chip the year before on the Nuggets, right? He used to play on OKC as well. He used to be the sixth man on OKC and used to be the sub for Russell Westbrook when he was in OKC.
But now, hang on a second. Hang on. The clip I'm talking about, he was playing with the Clippers at the time, Reggie Jackson, and Russell Westbrook was with the Lakers. Did they
but what I'm saying,
did they wind up playing together on the Clippers? Because I know that
prior to an OKC, that was the first time they teamed up or what have you. So he was coming off the bench for Russell Westbrook, and I think he was the sixth man on OKC at the time. So it's not like they're unfamiliar with each other. And Reggie Jackson on the come up and in his prime, he's on the downside of his prime right now.
Okay.
But he was super athletic. He went to Boston College. Okay. So he was killing it in college. Let's not get it twisted. That's why he was a first round draft pick, not the number one pick, but he was drafted in the first round, and he deserved his status in the draft based upon what he was doing in college. So everything you saw him do to Russell Westbrook is the same thing he was doing in college and more.
Hang on. I don't mean to cut you short. The reason why I even brought this up is because Russell Westbrook, he didn't appreciate getting his ankles broke. He was really in his feelings. Do you know the clip I'm talking about?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, my goodness. I watched it 5 times. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you tapping in. Any knowledge of Jeff Bezos trying to purchase the Celtics? Any knowledge of that?
Oh, nah, you just learned me something real quick, man. I'm gonna look that up. That sounds crazy.
The hater misses nothing. When you get time, and let's maybe discuss that tomorrow if you are available.
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow. Yeah, he's trying to purchase the Boston Celtics. I found that
it makes sense. They just came off of winning the chip, so I know their value was way up. So it definitely makes sense, no question. And where the league is at right now, it's already super mega global, and Amazon is super mega global. Yeah. They're gonna have the logo on their jersey if he does buy the team, and then everything is gonna be Amazon centric, and it's gonna take things to a whole nother level. But
I'm okay with that. Listen, niggas love to wear name brand clothing, so they will have no problem wearing a Celtics uniform that says Amazon. I'm okay with that.
They definitely won't. For real.
Great to talk to you, man. Thank you for tapping in.
OG, appreciate you, OG.
Yes, sir. Salute. Okay. All right. Pardon the lengthy sports discussion there. I had to get some information on that. Russell Westbrook getting his ankles broke by Reggie Jackson back in 2022. That was beautiful. Guys, also, as I said, the DNC is in town. I'm voting for Donald Trump. You know this already. But there are some things that I do want to pay attention to tomorrow. I'm not going to watch the DNC tonight. I mean, I might watch some of the clips after the show here, but for the most part, I'm going to watch tomorrow, okay? Also, Maurice, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. I will make sure that we get Hudson Tubbs some prime real estate, okay? Prime real estate placement. The Real Rico Mercado, I got your donation. Never forget, Star called Ray Gun a queen. Did I call her a queen or did I call her a goddess, sir? Ray Gun from the Olympics from Australia. Goddamn right, she's a queen. Zesty Jesse in a Tessie sends a donation. I saw Aiden Ross letting another big black streamer feeling his butt during Bussy Boy is the New Wave. Get that first mover money before it's too late. Okay, I did not see that footage, sir, but thank you. However, I did see. I saw the thumbnail. I did not watch it. Kai Cenat and I Show Speed taking a shower together. Purr. I saw that. Zesty Jesse and a Tessie. Did you see Kai Cenat and I Show Speed in a shower together? I don't know. Anyway, hey, the check-in report. Good to hear from you, sir. Mike, you want to call in? Shoot me an email and just say what line you're on. The check-in report. Chicago is putting pressure on the Democrats as a whole. It's going to be a tough week. LOL. P.S. Roland was sweating gravy during the argument. Area code 678. Good evening. We're talking about Roland Martin. He got pressed. Are you up to speed? 678.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it. Hey, it is what it is. Roland Martin, you got to get on the right side. Yeah.
Did you see the video, sir? Did you see the video?
Yeah, I seen the video.
Okay.
I seen the video. He looked a little scared.
Yeah.
A little shook.
Scared to death, scared to look, shaking in his boots.
Yeah. Hey, Stars, quick question. Is it possible I can touch upon yesterday's topic or not?
No, sir. This is the Star Report. Trending news. Did you leave a comment in yesterday's, under yesterday's show?
Nah, I didn't. I didn't.
I don't like to go back. My audience wants me to go forward. I mean, unless it's something that's crucial. You got crucial information.
Yes.
Give us your opinion.
Crucial. Yes, it's definitely crucial.
Go ahead.
Definitely crucial. All right. So, the topic yesterday was, does women like bad boys? Listen, I've been saying this for years. Black women don't like black men. They like niggas and crackers. Yeah.
So I want you to go leave your comment under yesterday's show. Thank you. I thought he had vital information. Sheesh. Trending news, folks. Always forward, never backwards. The real Rico Mercado. Thank you, man, for your donation. That man spends scrolling. He wants it to be clear that I called Ray Gun a queen. You're goddamn right. And did you know that she's standing on her square? Her husband helped her. I think that's a great thing. White boy Rory, where are you? Absolutely. Call in. Where's Rory? Call now, white boy Rory. Jamal, I got your donation. Star, did you see Stevie Wonder kiss Jesse Jackson on the mouth? I did not, sir. And I don't think I want to see that. Stevie Wonder, great guy, interviewed him. Jesse Jackson met Jesse Jackson at the, the Black Caucus, where Roland Martin hosted that panel that I was on. And, with all due respect, Jesse Jackson then looked like he was eating cheeseburgers through a straw. So is it really that serious? Maybe Stevie Wonder couldn't see him. I was trying to kiss him on the cheek. I don't know if there's anything extra there, sir, but thank you for your donation, okay? Someone else just sent a donation into the show here. TJ, Star, did you see the bus driver? Oh! Star, did you see the bus driver in Newark beat the brakes off of that passenger? You mean that young super predator, that savage, that animal who spit on the bus driver? I saw not only that video, but I saw another angle that I sent to Dana. Did you see the angle from over there where the door was? And you had some mammy screaming, stop it. And she wouldn't hold the goddamn camera still. Listen, folks, it's 2024. Please hold the goddamn camera still when you're filming fights. I mean, if somebody's ripping shots, okay. Thank you, man. I saw the pummeling, the beating. Yeah, that low life degenerate. He spit on the bus driver and he got the brakes beat off of him. Let me go to area code 862. Good evening. Are you there? We're talking about Roland Martin. at the DNC.
Peace, Star.
Peace.
Peace, Star. Peace,
How are you,
peace.
sir? How are you?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, it's funny. I'm actually watching this DNC right now. You're not missing anything. But as far as Roland Martin, I highly, highly enjoyed that. I've been wanting to see Roland Martin get his just desserts ever since he wanted to verbally assault Umar Johnson on his show on TV One. Roland Martin is a part of the boule. He's a sellout. And a lot of the younger Black Americans, not even just Black Americans, we're sick of the Democratic rhetoric. We're just sick of it.
Come on.
And whenever we want to call them out, when we're ready to call them out, they're ready to tuck their tail and start running. We're sick of it.
Hang on a second. There's someone else who I want to acknowledge. I'm not sure of her background, but she was talking similar to what you're saying. I don't see it here in front of me. I got so much stuff going on here, but yes, the younger generation now, even though they move a little too fast sometimes on social media and things of that nature, but the older guard, all that cynical, condescending stuff, those days are gone. All that slow singing, flower bringing, marching. No, that's not the way to get tangibles, if you will, right?
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Is Danny Glover still in the mix with regards to reparations?
Danny Glover, the last I heard about, he was definitely
Riggs. Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon.
I can't speak to if he's still for pushing it, but he definitely was trying to be at the forefront of that.
Did you see Danny Glover on Capitol Hill or wherever that was 5 years ago, stumbling and fumbling, shuffling papers and, looking around? Y'all know me. Just it didn't make sense. So I agree with, quite a bit of the younger generation, of people today. Say, hey, stop all that, gatekeeping, trying to block people. But go ahead, back to Roland. He got pressed. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, man. Roland Martin is like, I don't know, 2 cheeseburgers away from a stroke. It's time for him to go.
Easy.
It's time for him to go, and
easy.
And a lot of guys in his, if you want to say their caliber, they gotta go. They spew nothing but the same rhetoric for decades.
Right.
You want to look at cities all across America.
Right.
They are in shambles that are Democratic run. You look at Oakland, disgusting. This Newsom.
Oh my God!
And you know what? I mean, it's ridiculous. And we have 2 eyes, and we are able to see exactly what's going on. And yeah, I'm gonna land my plane right there. Cornell West, 2024.
Okay. Thanks for the call, man. Thank you.
Be good. Peace.
He said Oakland. You guys already know during my California road trip a year and a half ago, I went to East Oakland. Oh, my God. What a sewer. That has got to be the most disgusting place in the United States of America, East Oakland. Anybody remember that live I did? It was so disgusting. I think I drove down to Santa Cruz because I was in the RV. And when I got to Santa Cruz, I got a nice room on the beach. And I had to have a drink and just talk about that disgusting place, East Oakland. Oh, my God. Anyway, I'm rambling. Okay, there he is. White boy Rory. Okay, take your time. Watch the language. All right?
Yeah, we're good.
Watch the language. Where do you want to start? Roland Martin got pressed at the DNC.
I want to hit the main topic, man, to be a little serious here.
Come on.
I think Jamal Green is the epitome of what a black leader for the black community in America should be right now.
Okay.
I think that man deserves more respect than he gets from people. I can't believe that they would vote for somebody like Johnson over him. I just don't understand that. This is a guy who puts boots to the ground. I don't agree with everything Jamal Green does. I don't believe in his backing of Black Lives Matter. Some things I don't agree with him, but I have to respect a man for loving his people and wanting the best for his people. You know, this guy is a community activist. Yeah. You want to talk about boots on the ground? He exposed Chase Bank for not giving loans to the black community in Chicago. He's born and raised in Chicago. Not only does he love his city, he loves his people. He loves black American people. He doesn't talk about Africans. He doesn't talk about Pan-Africanism and all this other BS. He don't talk about that. He talks about his own people, who he loves, who he wants to empower, and who he wants to uplift. You know, he went so hard at Chase Bank, which none of these other black leaders from the Democrat Party have ever done or ever even attempted to do. They're scared. They're tied up with the whole corrupt Democrat mafia and banking small hat mafia, and that is not that guy Jamal Green's bag. That's not what he's doing. He's not trying to do that. He really wants the best for his people, you know, and he exposed Chase Bank.
But now, hang on a second, Rory. You just said that, and for those who are not up to speed, hang on.
Banned
I want to bring people up to speed on what you said, who may not know, who Jamal Green is. Again, guys, you can go to generationalgreen.com, and I guess you went to his X page and you scroll down because he's got some things there with regards to pulling up on Chase Bank. That's why I said earlier, I don't think he did this for clout. He had a legitimate gripe with Roland Martin, and there was no physical altercation. He just wanted to see Roland face to face. Go ahead.
I don't think he does anything for clout. He's the type of black man that white people look at and respect the hell out of. That's the type of black man that white people look at and say, this guy is fighting for his people. Right. He's trying to get economic freedom, and he's really about that. He's not talking about racism. He's not talking about tethers. He's not talking about anything like that. All he's talking about is the wrong that's being done to his community and how he wants to fix that and fight that. And he's a young guy. Yeah. And the older black community have led the younger generation astray. They don't have their best interests at heart. And I think that people need to be behind the younger generation and people like him and give him a lot more respect. I don't understand how that guy isn't the mayor of Chicago. If he was the mayor of Chicago, first off, he wouldn't have all the migrants taking all the money and living in hotels. He would be totally against that. Because I got to say this too, Star. Anything good that happens for black America is good for the rest of America. Really? Anything good that happens for black America is good for the whole of America. This guy needs people's respect. Whether I don't agree with everything this guy does and says, but I do wholeheartedly believe he's genuine, and I respect the hell out of him. And Roland Martin, if you can't, Roland Martin is Kamala Harris. The same thing. Phony, about the bag, don't care about her people, proved that already, and wants to keep you in the limbo of wearing a dashiki and trying to do traditional African dances when that has nothing to do with black America. Yeah. Those people don't like you, they don't want to know you, and you shouldn't want to know them either. There's no connect there. Very
well said, Roy. Very well said. Okay. See, I know you.
Right.
I know you can do it.
Just one more thing.
I know you can do it when you get focused.
I see that Colombian cat, the Kardashian, talking a lot of stuff, a lot of nonsense in the chat. And if he ever wants to get on the line with me, I'll give his spick ass a piece of work that he won't never forget. Just say that.
Well, hang on a second. I'm not looking in the live chat. Is he crossing lines? Because Deeds, are you watching the live chat? What's that?
Yeah, he's in the live chat, and I can't stand these South American, Central American dirtbags. Okay. But I can't stand them, man. I wish they would all get thrown back to where they come from.
All right. Well, listen.
God's honest truth.
Listen to me very carefully. I don't look in the live chat. Just deeds. I want to make sure that no doxing is going on, no stuff like that. But if it's just, friendly fire.
No, it's not doxing.
Okay.
No, he's just real disrespectful towards Americans, whether it's black Americans or white Americans or America in general. Meanwhile, he came over here running from his own people. His own people, his own country, where all his own people are, who have a beautiful piece of land in this world, but they can't get it together. But he want to come over here and live here and talk basura about us, So I could give it to him in Spanish or in English. You ain't nothing, man. You're nothing. You're nothing but a little peon, indigenous nothing, man. You're lucky the colonizers went there and taught you how to read and write and math and sciences. Otherwise, you still be cracking coconuts over your head in Colombia. Facts.
Okay, Deed says he's just trolling. It's not that serious. Now, are you in the live chat also, Rory? Pardon me.
No, I'm not in the live chat, but I watch the show sometimes. I check the live chat. Gotcha. I can't argue with everybody, so I don't go to the live chat in the comments. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, I don't even look in the live chat, but keep me posted if it's crossing a line. You know what I'm talking about, all right?
No, I ain't nothing like that. Okay. I don't even care about that. You can dox me all you want. Ain't nobody running over here.
All right. Good to hear from you, man. Keep me posted on the DNC because I am going to try and watch some highlights, if not tonight, tomorrow. And I'm waiting for Beyonce to
It's so boring over there, Star. It's so boring over there. It's like a bunch of old people having an ice cream falling asleep on the couch. That shit is boring as hell. Nobody watching that. Nobody checking for that.
All right. Got to watch the language, man. Good to talk to you. All
right, Star.
Salute. Okay. White boy Rory tapping in, and he just gave Jamal Green a lot of props. Real estate broker, serial investor, philanthropist, a little political, doing my part to make a better world. And he's a father. That's who ran down on Roland Martin at the DNC. Did you see the video? Do you have any thoughts? Has Roland responded? Roland was also at the in Chicago at the Black Journalist convention when Donald Trump came there. And he was in the front row, hooping and hollering, and they wouldn't let him on the stage. I don't know, a good guy, but I guess he does a little too much at times, okay? So that's what we're discussing tonight. Guys, real quick, let me not spend too much time on this, but Nicki Minaj settles lawsuit with Nosy Ho, the blogger, okay? And as I said, pay attention to these types of lawsuits and how they are settled, okay? According to legal documents, Marley Green, who goes by the social media name Nosy Ho, she apologized to Nicki Minaj for the false statements. And in the settlement, she acknowledges everything she said about Nicki using or abusing drugs was false, and she never had any evidence or Nicki using or abusing drugs. In the settlement, Green agrees to never mention Petty, it's Nicki, or Nicki's kid ever again. And she can't retweet any comments about Nicki doing anything illegal or unethical. If Green breaches the agreement, she's on the hook to pay Nicki $50,000 for each offense. Now, sometimes it has to come to this because, you can't just think you're going to say whatever and then say, oh, well, sue me. I ain't got no money. Doesn't work like that. In today's world, your potential gross earnings can be garnished, and other things. Wherever you work, it's not just as easy as people may think, well, sue me, I ain't got nothing. Again, so pay attention to that particular lawsuit. Chime in if you will, okay? Okay. Neil, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. He just says salute. Okay. Jerome, I got your donation. I think this is Jerome here. Area code 224. Good evening, Jerome. Is that you? Talking about Roland Martin?
Yes, sir. Star, what's going on?
Hey, man, how are you? It's cracking.
Man, I'm doing pretty good. I'm just calling in regards to this Roland Martin, Jamal Green scenario.
Yeah, yeah. You saw the video?
Yeah, I've seen the video, and to be honest, it's a little sad. First off,
how so?
Well, Roland Martin is a juggernaut in the media space within the African American community and definitely in politics. And if you watch his show, he does different disrespectful remarks all the time to people, and then he tries to cover it up with his own intellect. And finally, someone has called him out to his face and letting him know, do not be disrespectful to another young black leader, just as the other caller said, for no apparent reason. Calling a young black leader who's trying to run for mayor, who's obviously trying to do change, calling them dumb. Like, what type of leader is that? What type of example is he setting? And being that Roland Martin thinks that he's so progressive and he's so liberal and he always wants to try to state facts and different things like that. But if you really, really listen to him, he talks about things that are from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So really and truly, he's not progressive. And I'm happy that the young man actually stood up for himself in front of everybody, because guess what? When he tweeted the information or when he did what he did, guess what? He put that out in the public atmosphere as well.
Right.
So not only did he disrespect this guy, he disrespected him publicly and embarrassed him to a certain degree.
Yeah.
So
if I can jump in for a second, he called him dumb and an idiot. And listen, I'm older than Roland Martin. And, I tell people all the time, I'm here at this point and stage of my journey to assist young people if I can. I've done all the wild, crazy stuff. I can still put my foot on the gas when need be. But I don't have something to prove. And hating on young people is just, I don't think it's cool. There's a way that you can talk to them, go back and forth. I'm not saying you have to let somebody violate or disrespect you, but it just seems that Roland does a lot on social media. And I've got another quote here by Jamal Green in case you have not read this one. He says, "We will not tolerate these black Democrat sellouts like Roland Martin to disrespect all of the young voices who speak the truth. Roland can play that BS with the seniors who watch his show, but the young generation ain't going to keep being disrespected." Something else he said.
And see, this is this is when things become divisive, right? Because this young guy feels as though that he's being disrespected, and now it's turning off or removing the bridge between the older generation and the younger generation. And it seems as though there's a power struggle. I'm going to make an example for you. There is this guy
hang on, sir, you don't have to make an example. I think that a lot of times the older generation has to be sensitive with their words. Just because you're older doesn't mean that you have the best wisdom. I don't need an example. I mean, if you want to give one, go ahead. But I'm already saying that Roland should not have called the guy names, dumb and an idiot. That's what I'm at.
Right. And you're absolutely correct. But I'm speaking about a specific interview that Roland Martin did with another up-and-coming black leader by the name of King Randall.
I saw that.
He disrespected this young man the entire time. Okay. And guess what? King Randall was so calm and kept his composure throughout the entire interview, but it was obvious that Roland Martin had something against this guy, because I just feel as though that as these young leaders come up, or these young African-American leaders come up, the older leaders feel threatened because now their position is going to be taken.
Right.
So they want to try to intellectually bully these people, these young black men, and it's just really sad. And I'm happy that someone finally stepped up to the plate and was like, "Hey, man, that's not cool no more. And if you do it again, you're going to have to see me in person."
Yeah.
And you seen what he was doing, backing up, saying, don't touch me. No, keep the same energy that you had when you had those Twitter fingers being disrespectful.
Right.
It's a difference when somebody's in your face versus when you're behind a computer. And not only at this point in time is this one of the most important times for young black voters, this is the example that we have to look at. This is the example. A lot of older black people bickering. Come on, man. It's just sad. But that's pretty much what I wanted to add to that.
Okay. I appreciate the call. Any
man, do you think
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just about to say, do you think I could just leave a name, for my YouTube platform and Facebook? Is that possible?
If you want to become a sponsor, send an email and we can talk about that.
Well, you know what? I may have to do that.
Do that.
I every time I call, I spend money, so it's almost like I'm a sponsor already.
Okay, well, go ahead and promote your YouTube platform. But I mean, if you want to really make an impact, send us an email. We'll fix you up a banner. But go ahead, what's your platform name?
Okay, on YouTube is J Love the Food Guy,
okay.
And on Facebook it's just Jerome Thornton. Check me out. I do all type of food reviews, at least two times or maybe 3 times a week.
Okay,
that's about it.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for your call. Thank you.
No doubt, man. Yes, I appreciate the show.
Okay, all right. Area code 312. Good evening. Are you there? It's late night Monday.
Hey, P Star.
Hey,
this is B-Boy Rock Love.
Hey, man. How are you?
I just want to chime in on the Roland thing. I'm calling out of Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw the video. I called in about when you had your Kamala, your runner up.
Kamala.
Go. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right.
That's how she says it. She says Kamala.
Right, Kamala. Well, it's being said that Joe Biden calls her Kamala, but whatever. But I would just say that with the Roland thing, and I agree with a lot of the previous callers, is that it's the young people that's really going to make this determination, in my opinion, of who's going to be elected president. Here's one thing I want to shout out, not shout out. Sorry about that. I know you don't like shout outs, but what I meant is to remind young voters, because let me ask you, Star, I think young voters, they don't really vote, but they might vote this time and they might not know how to vote. So I just want to remind is what I wanted to say. Young voters, if you're going to vote for Trump or Kamala, make sure you're registered, because I feel like it could come to a point where the young voters go up to the polls and they're like, yo, you can't vote. You ain't got a voter card. They don't even know. Do you agree?
I think the life you save will be your own. I think if you don't know how to register to vote, then that's your issue. I'm not running a campaign here to get people to vote. I've already stated my reasons for voting are very selfish. I'm a businessman. I don't support tribalism.
As am I.
Yeah.
I think.
So hang on. I just want to say, with regards to all that. Here's what you got to do, and no, I'm not doing all that, man. But I can be objective, and I can say that Kamala is getting her weight up. I mean, we haven't seen this type of swag, if you will, since my guy Trump became president. He was a maverick, but she's getting to the bag. I can even be objective to say that I think that, she's receiving some hate for all the wrong reasons. If you know her failed policies or the things that you think she's done to help, people in California, okay, San Francisco to be exact. But I think that a lot of people are just not educated, and that's America. A lot of people are just sheep. Consumer driven, but go ahead.
Okay. Let me ask you this, Star. Do you remember when I think it was when Biden first got elected? It could have been right before he got elected, but there was a semi-viral video going around where President Biden. Let me give him his respect. Okay. President Biden was talking to sort of the Black Democratic part of the Democratic makeup, if you will, and he was telling them that you guys need to align yourself with the Hispanic and Latino community, because they're going to be running stuff.
I remember that. Yeah.
Or do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Okay, I only bring that up to say that's how I think this is with the young, especially young Black male voters, who I feel like is a block that they are not really paying attention to. When Trump came out with his shoes, it was a lot of young Black dudes rocking them shoes and rocking that Trump. They weren't necessarily MAGA like that, but they were rocking it, and I feel like that's something that, in the metrics, they might not have been able to observe that block that could really come in and do some damage. Do you agree?
Can I ask, how old are you?
I'll be 45. If it's 45 like Trump, I'll be 45 in January.
Okay. When we talk about young voters, each generation is different, and the young voters today, whether they be black, white, Hispanic, whatever, I mean, they all have a different reason for voting. It's not always the struggle, shall we say, of their parents and or ancestors that motivates them. Would you agree?
I do absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. And
you're 45 years of age. You're 45. Right. So the average 24-year-old is not on the same page with you. Certainly not on the same page with, they might be on the same page with me at 60 because it's all business.
Right. right.
I mentioned earlier, I saw the story early this morning. In the Philippines, rice farming, young people are not trying to be rice farmers in the Philippines. And I was reading the article and the numbers. Yeah, the average rice farmer now in the Philippines is 56 years of age. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
That is. Well,
so where do you think those young people are going if they're not going to follow the paths of their ancestors and their great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents and parents? Where are they going to go to become business people or to work, if you will?
Well, exactly, and see, this is my point.
That's a question, sir. Can you answer my question? I've been answering your questions. Where are they going to go?
Where are they going to go? I mean, they're going to go to the internet.
Bingo.
TikTok, YouTube, ray gun, breakdancing on the internet. I mean,
let's not get silly, sir. Let's not do the ray gun thing. They're going to social media.
They are, and here's why I brought up that point of the metrics and the demographics that both parties might be missing. Let me clarify. There's a demographic that could never have been identified before with all the TikTok and whatever. 4 years have passed. Man, TikTok. I had a TikTok account when it first came out, and nobody had a TikTok. Mm-hmm. The only reason I got the TikTok, I wanted to lip sing a fabulous song to some chick. I had that in at least 10 years ago, damn near. And since then, 4 years passed as, those increments go with elections. So the demographics are hardly identifiable now. So agree with you that, Kamala she's swagging out. But that, it's hard to really say. And let me get back to Roland if I can, because I know that's your topic.
Roland Martin.
With the video with Roland, it's the same thing. He needs to call Tariq. He needs to iron out all that stuff because it is a fact.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
I know, but what I'm saying is that just like Kamala, she needs to revisit that whole. All she needs to say is, listen, when I did the Breakfast Club interview, I feel differently now. And you know how much of a difference that would make? So, because if she doesn't align herself or roll or the Democrats, or if they don't align themselves with the young people who could be a sneak demographic that could come up and change the whole you dig, I think that they're making the mistake. So I'm going to let you get to other callers. Thanks for taking my call.
No, I'm going to let you finish up, but I missed your point with the Breakfast Club. With all due respect, the Breakfast Club has no power with regards to voting. I worked at urban radio for years. It doesn't translate into votes. All that, vote or die, no vote in, no fucking, none of that motivates young people. Hang on.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
So Kamala Harris doesn't need to do a damn thing. She doesn't even need to go there. She's already got those people. They've already signed on. Quavo, Megan Thee Stallion, Beyonce. But go ahead and finish up because I want you to have the last word. Go ahead.
Okay. What I was bringing up the Breakfast Club thing was because her statement about I'm not gonna just do something for black people now. I mean, that is I mean, it might as well be a graffiti mural. It's stained in the minds of many black people. Yeah. And what I was saying is, she could just say, you know, when I went to the Breakfast Club, if somebody pressed her about that, right? And notice how...
Sir, that wasn't on the Breakfast Club. Please, stop. That was the Griot, 2019. Stop with that Breakfast Club. It's not that deep. It's not. The Griot. That's where she said that.
I thought when she said that, it was the Breakfast Club. But
and with all due respect,
anyway.
You're 45. You shouldn't be listening to the Breakfast Club at 45.
I don't anymore after that. I didn't. I stopped.
All right.
I listen to you, Star, and a couple. But
you should have stopped when you hit 40. I appreciate the call, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Star. Take care.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying you should be listening to Bloomberg Radio or something, you know, in the mornings that makes a difference in your life. Tony B, I got your donation. Donald Trump made a mistake picking J.D. Vance. Rubio better. I don't know about that. But thank you for your donation. Maritza. Hey, Maritza. She always sends nice donations. She says, Star, why do you think Primo the squirrel is Puerto Rican? Why couldn't he be black? Well, Maritza, if Primo were black, he would have already ripped through the goddamn screen and he would have been inside trying to steal something. I was trying to give Primo the Puerto Rican squirrel, you know, credit, but at the same time, I know how they move. Thank you for your donation, darling. All right. Daniel, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Peace, supporting the machine. What happened to Houston? I saw you in the queue. Where is number 9? Hold on a second. Where is Gene Richmond? Guys, I want to talk about my Squirrel Party channel just a little bit more. Give me a second. Where's number 9? It's Monday. You know, he shouldn't be out hanging around. See if he's got any comments on the DNC. 713, I think that might be Houston. Sit tight, 713.
Hello.
Number 9, I'm talking about the DNC. Are you calling in to just give us any type of insight or commentary?
Who is this? Who is this?
Okay, man. Are you calling in or not? I
haven't been watching it. I've been getting bits and pieces of
it. Okay. Do you want to say anything with regards to... Oh, did you see Roland Martin get pressed by a guy named Jamal Green?
I did. I'll call him.
Call him. Daniel, I got your donation again. Thank you for your continued support. Guys, let me make sure I'm promoting Hudson Tubbs. Woo, Maurice, always good to have you back on board. 93 Zay TV, I want to make sure I get you back on the line. Coach Gatz on their next podcast. I want to hear from you. Truth Be Told podcast. Hold on a second. Where is... Okay, I got Skylar, Stacy Galore. Hold on. Everybody hold on. Luxury Optic Design. Guys, even if you're a sponsor and you think your promo package has expired, I want to hear from you. I can always extend your promo. It's great to get you on the line to talk about your business, your services. It helps my platform, okay? HudsonTubs.com. Please go there. Check them out, all right? Tell them I sent you. Jane Richmond, a.k.a. number 9. How are you, man? Good to hear from you.
Greetings. It's always a pleasure to be on the Star Report.
Hey, man. So Roland Martin, who is of Haitian descent like yourself, he got pressed. Yes? You saw this?
Yeah, I did. But it's actually not the first time by a community activist, Jamal Green, who's worked with Black Lives Matter
Yes.
and has been in the Chicago area as a mainstay in the local community.
Right.
Which is not a surprise. This is actually not the first time this has happened. I forget Trump's old pastor. I forget his name in the beginning times of his first campaign. He had a run-in with Roland Martin as well.
Okay.
This isn't uncommon. Roland Martin is a very sinister character. He's a hatchet man. He's an empty suit. He's untrustworthy, and he's unethical. There's nothing good about him. He hides behind this idea of this black universalist left-wing Democrat ideology that he pushes.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen this man buck dance for Hillary Clinton on camera. I mean, this is something that you can look up. He's no one.
I remember.
Of any value.
I remember that.
Yeah, he's not an ethical man. He plays dirty and then runs and hides and plays the victim when he's confronted, as you can see. So Roland Martin is a snake and a wolf in sheep's clothing. I mean,
tell us how you really feel. Jesus.
Yeah. Wait a second. Let me tell you how I feel now about who he is. He blocked me. He blocked me on social media several years ago because I challenged his argument in regards to his unabashed support for Hillary Clinton, and he blocked me because he's not a man of substance. He's a sensationalist, if you will, on his own platform in regards to the Democrat agenda. He's a staunch Democrat. Don't get that confused his motives. He's tied into the Democratic Party, and he has a lot of affiliations with many Democrat figures, pundits, and political elements.
But now, even with all of what you've just said, and he and I don't share the same ideology and or philosophy, and certainly we don't share the same politics, I can still say he's a smart guy, objectively speaking. But Jamal Green, who I just learned about, or maybe I did a story with regards to Jamal Green in the past, I don't remember, but I thought he was... I thought his approach was decent. It wasn't over the top, and he just wanted to check Roland's temperature. Roland didn't even want to have a discussion with him. What do you think about that?
Well, yeah, well, that's typical Roland Martin MO. I mean, he'll talk the talk. He'll even use his platform to go on the defense in regards to his ideas and views and people that are against his agenda. But again, when he's faced in real time with the actual element, he runs. He did it with Larry Elder. I mean, he's done it with Horace Cooper. He's done it with now he's doing it with Jamal Green. I mean, it's nothing uncommon for him. He runs and hides when it isn't on his time, or he doesn't have control over the narrative. It's typical Roland Martin. And let's get over this whole Haitian thing. I think his great grandmother was from Haiti or something. He's all over. He's all over the place.
Hang on. His great grandparents, not just his grandmothers. And listen, you're Haitian. So I mean, I got love for Haitian people. I just wanted to see if you knew that he's,
Oh, I knew that.
From your
I've studied this creature, and he's a creature of habit. He's a political creature of habit, and this whole idea that he's an intellectual and he's smart. Well, the concept of being smart is subjective. He's politically savvy. He's aware of the political climate
I didn't say an intellectual. I said he's a smart guy. There's a difference between smart and intellectual. Go ahead.
Right. On his side of the fence, he has knowledge of the political elements that support his ideas and talking points. I think Roland Martin is just another face in the crowd in the political arena. He serves his own machine. He serves his own agenda, as you should. He has a platform, and I can understand that. But he serves no real purpose in regards to moving the needle, if you will, and making some impactful change that he claims to want to make for the so-called black community.
Now, he blocked you, you said years ago, back when it was known as Twitter?
Yeah, he blocked me on Twitter.
Now, listen, I know you as a very smart guy. You know, you study politics, man, and but then sometimes you're at happy hour and you're letting loose. And what did you say that he said? Nah, get this guy out of here. Did you cross the line?
Well, yeah, I dropped a couple of expletives. I said I saw you buck dancing for Hillary Clinton, and I said some things. I said some things I probably shouldn't have been saying.
Right. Yeah, regular shit. Regular shit.
Yeah, nigga shit, and he blocked me. I might have had a little bit too much. Much, and I got carried away.
Yeah, because you do frequent the bars in Connecticut. Let's keep it real.
I do frequent the bars. Yeah. I do.
You're a celebrity. Away. You're a celebrity in a couple of those really swanky places in Connecticut, Greenwich, and some other places. Hey,
Greenwich. Yeah.
Kamala Harris, you saw her roll out some policy and some other things. Anything that sticks out in your mind, or are you expecting anything at the DNC? I would imagine you're going to watch tomorrow or Wednesday. Yes, no.
Well, I saw bits and pieces of it actually tonight. I mean, one thing I will say about the DNC and the Democrats. They do know how to throw a party. I mean, it looked like I was watching the Emmys or the Golden Globes. It was just a who's who of celebrities, and it's like it's like the Ringling Brothers, trans activists and feminists and black identitarians and Hollywood. And it's like you're watching an award show on Nickelodeon or the Emmys. It seems less like a political rally and more like a who's who of celebrity. What it is Kamala Harris has the machine behind her, and I think that is going to work to her benefit. She has the mainstream establishment, she has corporate America, and she has a lot of the political leanings that a vice president should have who's holding the position. So I think the propaganda for her is at an all-time high, and I think that will and work in her benefit in the next 60 to 70 days. Because we're getting closer to this election. Let me
throw something at you, just thinking out loud as you and I do talk when we're on the phones. You and I are both voting for Trump. We're both Trump supporters. If Kamala Harris wins the presidency, what do you think her outfit will be at the inauguration? What do you think she'll be wearing? What type of designer? Shit.
I think she'll come out with some Vera Wang, honey. Some kind of Vera Wang business suit, $10,000 to $20,000 at best, and she'll have that whole swanky empress look to her, and she'll have Beyonce playing in the background, or might be playing live for her. So I think it'll be it'll be a RuPaul.
It's all symbols and setup, It's all handshakes, the touching of the shoulder, the arm, yada yada yada. I mean, again, I don't want her to win. I'm voting for Trump, but I'm just saying if she does get there, it'll be like who was that had on the mink and the mink coat and the hat to match? Was that Aretha Franklin or was that Patti LaBelle when they this second time the Obama inauguration? Who was that in the audience? Goddamn man!
I think it was one of those black women singers, Gladys Knight, maybe one of them. Who knows? It was one of those black
folks. Give us a second. This is how he and I talk on the phone. Who was that had the goddamn hat and it wasn't even a mink. I think it was. Was it Aretha? They're saying Aretha.
It might have been.
She had it was chinchilla. It was a chinchilla hat and a coat to me. Anyway, hey man, great to talk to you. Anything else you want to say in parting?
Well, I also want to say that I've been very critical of Trump in the last months in regards to his leniences and in regards to his delivery, in regards to what he's campaigning on. I want Trump to remember, and I want his supporters to remember, and his political specter, if you will, to understand that he ran on what Project 25 is today. I know he denounced it, but if you go back and read their agenda, it's the exact same blueprint of Trump's campaign from 2016.
Yeah.
I just want to tell his supporters and the political machine that's behind him, don't forget what you ran for originally. Don't lose the course. Don't try to believe that you're going to get this massive Black and Hispanic vote, which he will get a large portion of it.
He will.
But don't forget who your base is. Your base is the working class, middle America, white vote. Okay. Don't forget that.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
Good to talk to you, man. We'll catch up tomorrow, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Okay. Gene Richmond happening, aka number 9. Guys, I have another sponsor in my community section, okay? There's a book there, Confront the Brutal Facts, Stockdale Paradox and Sports by Dr. William Holly, okay? Please pick up a copy, and if you purchase a copy, send me a screenshot. I'll give you 2 free weeks promotion in my community section, okay? Just go to the community section, scroll down. The book is called Confront the Brutal Facts, Stockdale Paradox and Sports by Dr. William Holly, okay? Send me a screenshot, 2 free weeks promotion. Mr. Controversy, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. He says, read email. Give me a second, sir. What are your thoughts about the group Houdini? Where do you rank them? Oh, man. Jalil and Ecstasy. And what was the DJ's name? He passed away. I forget. Let me Google. Was it Grandmaster? Is he still alive? Pardon me, I shouldn't have said he passed away. I'm getting people mixed up who passed away. Hold on. Well, they were from Brooklyn, okay. Formed in 1982. Is everybody still alive, guys, in Houdini? You sent in a donation. I like them. I mean, they had some monster hits going back to, again, the early stages of hip hop. Friends. How many of us have them? Dun dun dun. That along with some of the Furious 5 tracks laid the foundation for quote unquote radio airplay, you know. But I like them. Thank you for your donation. Is this who I think it is? Houston, is that you? Area code 713 on a Monday night? Houston.
What's good with you, Star? What's good with you, man? I was just tuning in. I didn't expect you to pick up.
Oh, hey, man. Dope, man. What's going on with your player?
Man, I just thought about you when I seen Donahue, man. I was just trying to see where he ranked in your top, if he in your top 5 or not.
Yes.
I sent you an email.
Thank you, man. I was on his show, the Donahue Show. It was in the mid-90s when I was publishing my magazine, Around the Way Connections. He was a good guy. I still got a picture of he and I was on his show. But let me get your information for the showrunner, man. Good to hear from you. Dope Man's in the building.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, you know he died today, right?
Yes, yeah. Well, listen, niggas die every day. Yeah, I saw he died. He died.
No, that's just why I brought him up. You know, that's why I brought him up, man. You know,
yeah,
I was trying to see if you ranked him. You never gave me you said Crocker, and I mean, I never knew your top 5, whole thing, besides yourself.
In terms of.
Just period. I mean, including like a radio talk show. So that would be like everything from night, like David Letterman, just all mix them all in, just period. Like just hosts, like
Phil Donahue.
Night, like David Letterman.
Well, Phil Donahue was television. I didn't know him to have done radio. If he did, I didn't catch his radio show. In terms of television, I liked him a lot. I would say top 3 greatest ever. In terms of my influence, Joe Franklin. That's going very far back. You ever heard of Joe Franklin?
Hell no, I ain't heard of Joe. Is it a white man?
Yeah. Back in the 70s, Joe Franklin, he had his talk show, and it was just one camera. And that gave me the idea to take Star and Buckwild to from the Source magazine to public access. I said, all we need is one goddamn camera. We can put a bunch of liquor on the table, like Joe Franklin. But anyway, so yeah, Donahue passed away. I like Donahue because he let black people, speak freely on his show. Sly Stone, Muhammad Ali. There's a lot of black folks. Jimmy, was it? No, probably I'm thinking of somebody else. I think that was Dick Cavett. But I liked Donahue. He was nice to me, a genuine person, and I liked his approach to the topics.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, then. Well, I didn't want to interrupt the show, man. I just sent an email in.
Well, no.
I was just listening.
No. Hold on now, since I got you on the line. Guys, this is Dope Man, a.k.a. Tom Yum Lechon, yes?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For now.
Okay. Well, now, are you still out? You're still somewhere out there. I'm not going to say exactly where, but you're overseas, yes?
Yeah, I'm still overseas.
Okay. You had a situation, somebody got lifted up and thrown down, has that been resolved, or where is that?
I don't know, Star, man. You know how it go, man. These niggas, it's kind of like one of them things, man. Some of them niggas is listening because they fans of yours. I ran into a lot of guys that even discovered me from your shit. Some little midget dude out here. I don't know. He's a little midget dude, but
listen, I'm not trying to clown nobody. I just want to know if you guys are okay. Did you patch things up? I'm not trying to clown him. I've seen his content. He does. He gets it in. Did you guys work things out? That's all I'm asking.
No. He's on that sucker shit, man. He's on that sucker shit, man. He trying to get these people involved.
Okay. Well, then let's
keep it going. We just got to keep it going, man.
Okay. But now everything else is going okay.
I'll be able to talk about it freely one day.
Gotcha.
What's that?
Everything else okay out there with the lady boys?
Yeah. See, you want to put that on me, and that's just that was just a troll, Star, man. That was a troll that you know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get in them niggas. I had to get in them niggas' eardrum. So because I'm getting ready to head back that way and put it down with Ken Ivory, man. We finna do that circuit. Yeah.
Tell Ken I said what's up.
Everybody out here talking. So it's my time to tell all the stories and all this stuff these niggas is doing now. Yeah.
Well, you are one of the ones who set the blueprint, man, out here in the States, man, with this social media thing, man. You're one of the original trolls, like myself.
Yeah, man. But they give you respect, man, because you're still active, man. I took a break and came over here, so the niggas just forgot about me, man. So I gotta come reintroduce myself on some other shit. So I'll be seeing you. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't never had no in-studio guests.
Well,
you ain't never did that.
Well, no, I have, man. Listen, I did all that back in the radio days, man. But on social media, I use the Rush Limbaugh approach. I don't need to have a bunch of guests and, talk to celebrities. I just, I does this. I don't need sidekicks, comedy relief, yada, yada, yada. I want to make sure that I keep the tempo to really lock in the younger generation today. The show can't be lagging with some bum ass guest who's talking about a bullshit movie or he's got a new project out, but that nigga, he's washed and then slowing down the show. So I can keep the show going, hit the topics and, do what I do.
No, the reason I was saying that was because I was like, well, I could be the first one. But I wanted to say, go ahead.
No, you and I can do a sit down, absolutely. But just, I've done all that guessing.
Yeah, I've
done all that, man.
Yeah, well, that's the only reason I mentioned it because that whole altercation came from from you, Star. That altercation came from you because when you mentioned that Rush Limbaugh sound, wait, man, I'm telling you, you just don't know. You don't know how you influenced that. You don't know. And I'm gonna tell you, technically,
come on,
I put that Rush Limbaugh on that nigga, man. I put that Rush Limbaugh on him every day of the week. You know what I'm talking about? So it got on his skin. Yeah, it got on his skin.
Okay.
And then he ran up on the nigga and caught one. You know. So that's all. You know. Yeah. So and I will say it in my videos. It's a Rush Limbaugh, and I would, you know, I realized what you do. I studied you.
Okay.
That whole time, Love LeChun is off a Star Report. That's why I got it for.
I appreciate you, man.
Even the even that, I hit him with that.
Hey, man, great to talk to you as always, man.
Yeah.
Stay in touch.
All right, man. Salute.
Yes, sir. Church. Dope, man. Said he's coming back to link up with Kenny Ivory, a.k.a. Pimpin' Ken. Great guy he is, man. Hold on, folks. Here's another one of my sponsors, youtube.com/@6th-floor33. That's also a book. I'm trying to get that sponsor to call in and talk about that book. So if you're out there, email me. I'm sure I sent you an email trying to get you on the platform here when you find the time, okay? Thank you again, Mr. Controversy. Okay. I want to stay focused on what we're doing though here, guys, all right? Is this, did I just take this call? Is that a different 713? Good evening, 713?
My nigga, what's poppin'?
Houston, good to hear from you, man. What's cracking with you, man?
Man, already. Hey, I said the squirrel was a lookout. You called him a Puerto Rican.
Well, no, he's playing me too close now. To his credit, he hasn't tried to tear through the goddamn screen to come in. You see, so I don't keep the food on the patio. You know what I'm saying? Everything's inside. So, you know, he's being cautious, you know, and I'm letting him know, don't come up in here because this ain't what you want.
What do you say? You gonna do the Lord's work on him if he come in there?
Nah, there's just no reason for him to try to come in. I feed them, you know, pretty regularly, you know, and everything's outside. Everything's outside. Just, you know, be patient. But what's cracking with you, man? We're talking about Roland Martin got pressed. Did you see the video?
Oh yeah, I saw the video, dog, and he looked shook like a chitlin. He looked shook. Dog, I'm talking about if you dangle a chitlin in front of niggas, that's what they look like. That boy was shook.
Come on.
That brolic nigga ran up on him. That boy eyes popped out his head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? All that behind the computer, it didn't work right there, dog.
Twitter
fingers. You say he was up in Chicago?
Yeah.
Them niggas ain't playing up there in Chicago right now. I got a cousin that's an activist up there.
Okay.
Them dudes not playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
my new favorite rappers from Chicago.
Yeah. And dog, Roland Martin don't understand how the essays that took over Chicago and niggas is not playing up there. The temperature is different. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Well,
and then he's Haitian. And you remember when he got his Haitian award? You remember that?
No, I didn't. He got a Haitian award? Let me Google that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got some kind of award for being a Haitian or something. Like, it was crazy. I'm like, wow. And then he talking about black politics. I like you. I don't miss nothing, dog. And you have to watch them. Just because they got the skin don't mean they us.
Wow, I'm seeing a whole lot of Roland Martin is a Haitian American journalist. Okay. Okay. Well, man, that's
what I'm saying.
Salute, you know, salute. Sagpa said, ma boule. But I mean, he got some type of Haitian award.
Yeah, you can look it up, dog. The dude was sitting up like they get on code real quick, but then they want to talk about nigga politics.
Right.
You know, you got
talking down on FBA. You know.
Yeah, talking down real bad because they know that they open up the borders. When they open up the borders, man, then they you see who everybody is now when they open up the borders. You notice that?
Guys, if anybody has a link to Roland Martin's Haitian Award, please send me a link. You know?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah, dog. I'm talking about dog. He was proud of that too. And then he gonna jump right back on trying to be black. Man, when they open up the borders, man, you see how all these people jumping out the window. Like, look at Busta Rhymes. Look at Fat Joe. Look at all these people. They jumping out the window when they think they got something going on, and then they gonna get some money out of it. But then they got their money off FBA.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Listen, I've had some really good friends, associates, and I've always put Haitian coochie up there, you know, very high on the totem pole. But the reason why I'm asking about him getting this Haitian award is because, you know, sometimes people, as you just said, try to separate themselves from foundational Black Americans, or ADOS, if you will. So I'm curious to know what this award was for and when did he get it. But you were saying, Houston, go ahead.
No, I'm saying it was like mind blowing when I saw him take the award, and then he jumped back on code like he was trying to be black again. I'm like, hold on. You know, that was kind of crazy. You got to watch these niggas. They niggas too. I'm just saying, you got to watch them. And then, like I always said, hey, Star always said, nigga is a mentality, not a race.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
That's what I always say, Doc. And he jumped back on code quick. I don't know if he tried to hide it or whatever, but he was up there getting that award, and he was shucking and jiving when he got it, too.
Hold on a second, Houston. Troll Babies. Does anybody have a link? Hold on a second. Why is number 9 calling back in? Hold on a second. maybe he wants to address the Haitian award. Number 9, do you want to address the Haitian award that Roland Martin got? I'm talking to Houston. Number 9.
I'm trying to decipher the FBA rural backwoods jargon that your caller is spewing. I'm
look at you, flatbacker. I'm like, no, you know, hey, you know you probably tried to shoot your shot at him and he denied you. But you know Roland Martin got a Haitian award, right?
Right. I'm just confused as to what does open borders have to do with any of this? What is this? Could you
Well, I can break it down for you. Please. I can break it down for you.
Please do.
As soon as they opened the border, all of y'all jumped out the window. Now y'all Haitian instead of being black now.
Okay, who's y'all? Because I'm America first. Who's y'all?
No, you. You're a Haitian, ain't you?
Right.
Yeah, you're a Haitian, ain't you?
You talk about ain't you nothing. I didn't support open borders. What are you talking about, Huckleberry?
No, I was saying when the open border came across, everybody separating themselves from black people. Do you not agree?
Sir, what are you talking about? I'm America.
I'm talking about what I just said, nigga.
I'm America first. What is the separation of borders? You're talking about Haiti and open borders. What are you talking about?
No. You understood exactly what I was saying, nigga.
No,
you know when black people, when y'all trying to be inclusive, when it's time to be inclusive, but when y'all do something, when it's time to get money for y'all separate yourself from black people.
Listen,
FBA.
Listen, Bo Duke. Who's y'all?
Look at you, Shine. Hey, no, you understood exactly what I was saying.
Listen, man, Tan.
Look here, Shoeshine. You know exactly what I'm saying, dog.
Y'all
on code when it's time for money. Y'all separate yourself from foundational black Americans when y'all see if y'all can get some money. You know exactly what I'm saying. See, that's that tether talk.
Listen, Uncle Ben. Who's y'all?
Look here, Tether. You understand exactly what I'm saying.
I got some.
You get on cold with white folks.
I got some collard green eating, chitlin fatback.
Yeah, you sound like Kamala Harris, nigga. Stop it.
Houston slow walking this nigga. Come on, Houston.
This Tether babble. You can tell a Tether, man.
I got some Louisiana hot sauce. For that
I can't eat hot sauce. I don't put that in my diet. So don't do that. You're a Tether.
I got some Louisiana hot sauce for that pig feet.
Go over there and turn the lights out, goddammit, and wonder who got a mouth, nigga. That's the shit you do.
I think all that pig feet and swines got the frontal lobe or something. Open borders. Cold. I'm American.
No, you know what an open border is. As soon as they open the borders up, y'all proud to be from somewhere.
Okay.
Why are y'all not proud to be from where y'all at?
So, I'm America first. I'm not sure what you're babbling about.
See, that means I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about your kinfolk.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
They got their kinfolk.
Okay. I think the cool 100s have gotten to your neurons.
Nigga, you done had the wrong mouth calling that Roland Martin, goddamn. That's what the fuck wrong with you.
All right, guys. I think we're done. I've given number 9.
Okay. Thanks for having me on the show, Star. Salute. Hey, 9. Salute, yes, number 9 already. Salute.
Salute to you, man.
Okay, guys. All right. They used to, have lengthy discussions back in the days during the Star Chamber era. Hold on a second. Frank Ross, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Frank Ross says, me and Ebony from Time to Heal say salute, big nigga. Hey, man, I appreciate both of you. I appreciate you guys, okay? Okay, someone just sent me that's kind of cute. Oh, Kamala, some type of Instagram video. Hold on a second. I just went to let me post this in the live chat. Have you guys seen this? It appears to be, remember the Michael Jackson video? It's black, it's white. Yeah. With the different changing images and faces. So they've now got, they're using AI. And a lot of the people's faces are Kamala Harris. Hold on a second. Deeds, have you seen this? Are you out there, Deeds? I just put the link in the live chat. 804, sit tight. You'll be my next caller. Sit tight, 804. I'll be right there. I think I'm going to bookmark that, huh? It's kind of different. Okay.
Hear me?
804, are you there? Good evening. Late night, we're talking about Roland Martin got pressed at the DNC.
Star, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hi. Star, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you make the adjustments? We can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me. Are you there?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, you've got some type of headset or something going on there. Can you hurry up? I can't hold up the show.
Okay. Hi.
No, sir. It sounds bad. Can you call back? Can you
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Sir, it sounds a little crazy.
Can you hear me now?
Where are you?
I'm leaving work. I'm leaving work. I work at the post office. I'm the Fed.
Okay.
All right, I'm out.
Well,
all right, I'm out now.
No, go outside. I'll wait for you if you can make the adjustments. Are you in?
Sir, I'm outside.
Okay.
Now.
What's going on, man? Yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right. I just want to say I met Roland Martin, and personally, he's an asshole.
Okay.
So I can say that. I met him at Virginia Union, like in November of last year.
Okay.
And I met with him, took a picture with him, even bought his book. One of my instructors at my university, VCU, Virginia Commonwealth University, he had her on the show.
Okay.
So I try to talk to the man. I try to, some type of rapport, talk with him. He looked at me 5 seconds and just said name. He didn't address me, didn't say, hey, I appreciate you buying my book, all that. Instead, he just looked at me like I was nothing and said, just name. I'm looking at him like, name? Nigga, I just bought your book. Like, at least address me, talk with me for like 30 seconds or something. So the gentleman Green, he's right. He's a butthole. All he's about is about the money. And you know what? Hold on, I just ran in the car.
Well, now hang on a second. So, okay, you purchased his book, and were you part of his sorority or whatever? What is he? I don't know what he belongs to.
He's a Alpha Phi Alpha.
Okay.
My uncle is an Alpha Phi Alpha.
Okay.
I'm not a part of his fraternity. See, the thing with Roland Martin is, with his platform, there's no other black media that goes out and does everything. And he tries to say, oh, Wakanda, I'm for the black people. But it's like, when you actually meet him, he's a butthole. So I had a problem with that. Like, I waited all that time, went to the Virginia Union, got everything situated.
Right.
Then when I get there and try to have a conversation with him, he was just dismissive. Like, he was having a whole conversation with somebody else and signing my book and then just let me go about my way. I want to say something to him, but
can you tell us what you were wearing, sir? Slow down. I've got time. What was your attire? Maybe he thought you were homeless, or maybe he thought you were trying to,
man, I ain't
get
homeless.
with him or checking him out. Let's go slow. Let's go slow.
No, I'm not homeless. I'm a regular dude. I'm in my 30s.
Okay.
College graduate and everything.
Okay.
So the simple fact of the matter is, because I guess he has a certain way, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because he thought I didn't look the right way, if I wasn't a frat brother of his. I don't know what it is, but he's a butthole, like, straight up. And I mean, and that's just being objective about it. I bought the man's book, and I listened to his show on a regular basis, but it's like, you can't sit here and be for black people, then have a conversation, call somebody a dumbass and everything, and then when somebody pulls up to you, you don't say, you just all scared.
Right.
And I wanted to say something to him. I was there in Union, like, bro, I was fat mess out of you. I'm from VA. I don't care if you're from Texas. He talks all a big game, but when you ready to rumble, he's backing off, and he's a fat mother. You know what? Like 300 pounds.
Now hang on a second. Hold on. So now, you had a chance to go viral. You could have chin checked him. Filmed it.
Yeah, I could have did that, but you always say too at the same time, like, you want to separate. You don't want to just attack another YouTuber and all that, because it's bad business. Yes, I could have possibly did it. I still have the picture and everything with him. And the dude wouldn't even let me hold my phone when I tried to take a picture. He wanted to be the director and take the picture. So he's a little bit sassy in a way. He's a little bit sassy.
But hang on a second. But now, if you have issues outside of YouTube, then it's all fair game. I don't like to go back and forth with any content creator. It doesn't benefit me. You've heard me say that for years, right? It doesn't benefit me.
Yes, you have said that.
It doesn't benefit me to beef with people. I mean, if we got a problem, see me in the streets. I'm outside. I mean, I'm no tough guy, but that's always been my way of moving about. See me outside.
Yeah, see you outside. You always say you ain't afraid to. You ain't afraid to take two back in the head. So my point is, Roland Martin, he tries to picture himself as being pro-black, but then when you meet up with him, it's like, I don't care if your book was $35, $50, whatever the case. I bought your book. At least look at me face to face as a man and say, hey, I appreciate it, or I appreciate you, supporting me and all this other stuff, because he had my teacher on the show. Her name is Mignon Guy.
Okay.
I tried to, and all right, I'm gonna give you a black story, and I'm gonna cut it off.
No, take your time. I got time. Take your time. Come on. I got time.
All right, 2020. I got my degree around 2020, right? VCU, Virginia Commonwealth University, where I went to. She was trying to get a class in when they had the critical race theory.
Okay.
Because we get that class in at the time. So my teacher at the time, she was trying to get that class, and somehow, some way, I was able to get in touch with Roland Martin directly. I called that man directly. I let him know, hey, my teacher, Miss Mignon guy.
Okay.
We were trying to get this class set up, and the board of directors does not want it. Could you kind of do a story or talk with her and get some information? So because he has this big platform, as I told him,
okay,
just see what you could do, talk with her, and bring some more traction. When I talked to him, first he's like, well, how'd you get this number? I was like, well, I mean, Google search, duh.
Right.
I didn't tell him that, but I just said I just looked it up.
Right.
But anyway, I gave him everything.
Yeah.
Gave him everything, Star. And the man, he so-called says, hey, this is my show. This is my shit. Nobody could cut me off but me. So I gave him everything. And you know what he said, Star?
Tell me.
You know what the man said?
Tell me.
I'm going to talk to my producer. Hangs up. Don't hear from him.
Right.
Now, mind you, a couple of years later, 3 or 4 years later, all of a sudden, Mignon Guy, she pops on the show. I'm like, how did this happen? Like, all this time I've been trying to get you to see if you could get that class for my school, which probably was going to happen, but the simple fact that he has a platform, like he says, for Black people, then I figured it would get attention and maybe it's a shot. I even tried to holler at Boris Boris, whatever, the German dude, you know him, Star, from Soul Food. I even tried to get in touch with him on that way.
Okay.
But anyway, I just say that to say this. All of a sudden, you put her on the show. I'm like, that's just kind of particular to me because the topic she's talking about, we're not even talking about that. They're talking about cigarette smoking.
Well, now hold on a second. So, he played you, and then you still purchased his book years later. Yes.
Yeah, I did.
You should have purchased the book. You should hang on. You should have taken notice to the sign. He played you, as you said. Why would you then buy his book and then try him and get within his good graces again? If somebody gives you their ass to kiss the first time, take heed to that.
I'm taking heed to that. Like I said, I don't care about the person. I care about what's going on, the topic. Gotcha. I don't care about him. Like just a basketball player. Right. Like I met a couple of basketball players before. Some of them are a piece of trash, but they're a good player. I don't care about the person.
Gotcha.
I care about the art.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. Appreciate you, Star.
Salute,
I really do need to holler at you. We've been going on back and forth with the YouTube thing, so I have been doing. But as you can see, I'm busy at work.
Okay.
I work for the Fed, so I got to keep it private.
Let's talk,
anyway,
man. Let's talk.
I appreciate you, Star.
Salute. Thank you, man.
I'm gonna donate when I get off.
Okay. Salute. Right? Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. Guys, that's my Squirrel Party channel. That's the YouTube link. It's just for relaxing, I wake up in the mornings, feed the squirrels, put the camera on. I go on about my business. I come back maybe an hour later. I'm smoking a cigar. I'm watching them for maybe 10, 15 minutes as I'm, reading or whatever. I read in the mornings for about a half an hour, different books and things. Keep my mind exercising, but I pay attention to them, and they put a smile on my face every day. And if you have not noticed, we got a brand new water fountain. I didn't get rid of it. I took the Mickey Mouse fountain out of there. That's the link to the Squirrel Party channel. Okay. 773, sit tight. You're up next. Sit tight. Is it Shadiq? I got your donation. Thank you for your support. If I said your name right, Shadiq. Mr. Controversy, got your other donation. Why am I coughing? 773.
Yo.
Good evening. How are you, sir?
Hey, peace, Ali Kwan. How you doing today, man?
Sir, my name is Star. I don't use the Ali Kwan name. I haven't used that for decades. But thank you for tapping in.
Understood, Star. Hey, I just want to talk about the Roland Martin and maybe touch on some of this tether talk. Is that good to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So first off, especially listening to the last caller, hey, I completely empathize, but it's some important things that I feel that we as African Americans in 2024 need to recognize. A lot of these dudes, Roland Martin, Dr. Lamont Hill, Michael Eric Dyson, these dudes are professional race hustlers, homie. Dude, they're in it to sell their books. They in it to go on CNN and then peddle their books by selling you oppression, homie. All y'all. Matter of fact, all us. They make money off that oppression talk, dummies. Wake up, man. Damn, dog. It ain't rocket science. That's how they get their bread, homeboy, selling you oppression. And they multi-millionaires. Again, Dr. Eric Dyson, multi-millionaire, professor at an Ivy League college. Come on, dog. All them cats, they are race hustlers.
If I can jump in for a second, if I can just jump in. I mean, that's the natural progression, though. If you're in the public eye, if you're a professor, a speaker, an author, the book companies approach you. If you're in the media, whether it be radio, television, those companies approach you and they try to assist you. So I don't fault them for putting out books. I mean, because you're trying to reach a certain audience and or demographic. And, you know, everybody doesn't like to read, but at the same time, this is the land of capitalism. Yes.
Hey, understood. Here's my beef, man.
Go ahead.
These cats know how to make money, right? And to me, in our community, I've called you a million times. I live in San Diego.
Okay.
Bought and sold franchises. I just turned 47.
Okay.
Bought and sold franchises.
Right.
I think it'd be better for all this instead of selling black people on our permanent oppression here, right?
Okay.
Even now, this is, I think it's even equally sick. There's a new breed of this black leadership that wants us to attack other people of African descent, call them tethers, and say, oh, they're different than us. That, in all actuality, don't help anything. That's not making anybody's community better. It's not making our communities better at all. Instead, the real game to give is how to make money. The money is your ultimate freedom. They know how to make money. They know how to invest because they're in those circles. But instead of doing that, all they want to do is keep selling you your oppression. And that's why they want to hit you with DEI and what's that other stuff? The critical race theory. It's keeping your ass in chains. And it's mental chains. It's sick, man. And see, I know you're a businessman too. And like I've been listening to your show for years. Like we going back to the hate-a-thon days. I know you have a business mindset and recognize what capitalism is and isn't. But this victim shit is sick. It's sick. Hey, and I'm glad homeboy got that message loud and clear from Roland Martin. Buy my book, boy.
Sure, you cannot use that F-bomb. You're doing good, but come on with the F-bomb, man. Come on. Can't do that.
I apologize.
Can't do that.
I apologize, Star. Hey, I just find these race hustlers disgusting because they capture the mind of so many of our people, and it's just unproductive nonsense that they keep in our mind. And really, in all actuality, it keeps us subservient because you're always you're always feeling like, oh, is something against us? Is all this whole system against us? And now we need to depend on Whitey to fix himself, so we'll be okay.
Okay, let me jump in. I hear what you're saying. I can respect your view. I don't necessarily have to agree with you, but Marcus Garvey, was he a race hustler himself?
No, they're way different, way different. And then see, even with the Nation of Islam, see,
hang on. If we can just go to Marcus Garvey, because a lot of people tend to look at him as if, you know, he was doing something so great for black people. Marcus Garvey was from Jamaica. He wasn't even American. He was talking about going back to Africa, and he never even set foot in Africa. You know that, right?
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm an expert on him. I'm not.
But you know, so with regards to race hustling, no matter how you slice it. I mean, it's this country itself has always had, and in my opinion, always will have a race issue. And race, as we both know, is a social construct. So I'm not going to kick dirt on people today who are trying to find their true self-worth, their true identity, culture, if you will, because a lot of people have been stripped. But now with regards to what you said, the victim mentality, there are other cultures who do get things from the government, assistance, when in reality, the government is only supposed to protect your rights. So you're saying, or I'm asking, I don't know if it's certain, Black people should get nothing after they've created Asian bills and things for Hispanics and migrants. Black people should get nothing. What are you saying?
I'm definitely not saying that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But I'm just saying I feel our leadership, right? And 9 times out of 10, our leadership is appointed to us by the white liberal historically in America. Okay. But our leadership has pursued far less productive means of helping our community.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Business, how to make money, and really how to control your community is not being taught and is not being perpetuated. Again, when I listen to Roland, I listen to Tariq, I listen to all these cats, even though I disagree with them. Right. Hey, because I used to really have a very high amount of respect for him. You remember Tony Brown? He used to have that show, Tony Brown.
Absolutely, Tony Brown show. But now, hang on a second. I'm going to give you the last word. You see, I can listen to a lot of different people and not have such a hard line view of what they're saying, even if we don't share the same politics or ideology. I can appreciate certain things about them because this Black struggle in America, it's real. It's real. And we do get marginalized. We do get profiled, no matter how you slice it and or dice it. I deal with it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't hinder me. It doesn't stop me, but we deal with that. But I just want to be clear, or if you can land your plane, what is it you see as a better way out? You're a military guy, right? From San Diego, if I remember correctly?
Yeah.
Thank you for your service.
Hey,
but just land your plane. What do you see as some type of road to salvation or some type of, point where things can get better, the objective, I guess.
Cool. Listen, hey, it's business, point and dry. Okay. Business. Save your money, buy a franchise, flip a franchise. It's lit. I can't even state how easy it is. Have some decent credit. Lord forbid Black folks actually pull their money together. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and we can do it. We got everything we need here to be successful. Okay. It's already here. Okay. We're tripping over a door that's already been unlocked by our forefathers. See, that's what's so troubling. Our forefathers already unlocked the door for us. Okay. And hey, I'm 47. Right. I ain't never had no problems with the cops, and I've been in all types of dumb stuff.
Gotcha.
But hey, our salvation's already here, man. That's it, man. Hey, thank you. Thanks for letting me call in.
Sir. Thank
you.
All
right, brother.
Okay. Please don't call me a brother.